What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Sorry I've been gone so long. I've been trying to work my brain around how I want to bring across this particular video, because I have seen how others have done it and I do want to add like my own spin and put my opinions into this video without sort of making it seem like I'm copying others. This video is entirely my opinion. Some of you might not agree, some of you might agree, some of you might agree with some of it and not the rest of it. But sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, and enjoy the video. Let's start off with a Sinnoh staple, the Sinnoh Underground. Now, I really enjoyed the Sinnoh Underground when I first played through the Gen 4 games. I spent a lot of hours down there just digging and stuff, and I feel like the whole concept of the Sinnoh Underground is just amazing, because it's got its own currency, which was called spheres, I believe. You could get stuff like evolution stones, the odd keystone, and fossils. I could be mistaken, it has been a while, please correct me if I am mistaken, but with that aside, what I would like to see is a new, fleshed out, more immersive Sinnoh Underground, especially now that we're in 3D. I think, along with like secret bases, which was a thing in the original, which I think is correct. I might be wrong. Again, it has been a while. I'd like to see some underground biomes, maybe like some overgrown areas, some waterlogged areas where you can only get through with certain like water type Pokemon, etc. I just feel like the Sinnoh Underground has so much potential, so much untapped potential, and I feel like Game Freak and the Pokemon Company could capitalize off of that. Now, moving on to the next one. Now, moving on, let's talk about seasons. I think it was Gen 5 that introduced sort of the dynamic seasons type thing. And in Sword and Shield we did have like dynamic weather that changed every day, but what I think would be really cool is, along with weather changing every day, we have 4 seasons, and maybe those seasons last for a 5-day cycle or whatever Game Freak decides to do. But it would be really cool within those seasons you had different weather occurrences. So maybe in winter it's more rainy, there's more snow. In summer it's hotter, there's less rain, there's less snow. In autumn leaves change color. So just making it feel like a more sort of immersive experience. I feel like that could do very well. Now, the third entry on this list may come as a shock to some of you, it might not. But I want to see the return of either the ride Pokemon system or rideable Pokemon. So in Gen 7 they introduced a system that replaced HMs in the form of ride Pokemon, and you could call certain Pokemon and they could perform certain actions. And I think that was a very good feature, and I would like to see it make a return. But however, I would like it done in the style that Let's Go did it. So you could just take out a Pokemon. If it was large enough to ride, you rode on it. And I feel like it'll just make traversing the world that little bit easier, and it'll make the experience just that little bit better. Alright, well that's it for this entry. Let's move on to the next one. Following, I'm going to call it the rideable Pokemon entry, I would like to see following Pokemon make a return in a big way. For those of you who don't know, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Pokemon Sword and Shield were built on the same engine. So to me it's a bit of a mystery as to why the following in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is so much better than the Pokemon following in the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. But nonetheless, I would like to see it make a return, like I said, in a big way. I want that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee style of following Pokemon. They're right behind you. Obviously, some of the smaller ones, for example, Weedle or Ditto, will lag behind you a bit, but not like they did it in Sword and Shield. I don't really have a problem with how they did it in Sword and Shield, so to speak, but I just prefer the way they did it in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee compared to Sword and Shield. Now, this next entry is, I'm gonna say, it's not very interesting. It's not an out-of-the-box idea. It's not any of that. However, it is an added value of customization that I would like to see make a return. Pokeball seals. This is another feature I would like to see return in a big way, because I think this is the only time throughout the whole franchise where we have been able to sort of customize our Pokeballs. And I'd like to see them go a bit beyond that, maybe introduce something that I'm going to dub as the Sketch Ball, which is just like an all-white Pokeball, and similar to how clothes customization is in Animal Crossing, we can create our own custom-looking Pokeballs to better fit the Pokemon we're trying to catch. And I just think they need to add a whole lot more cosmetic items into Pokemon, just to give it that little bit more of a wow factor. This game is mine and nobody else has the exact same things that I do in my game, if that makes any sense. Right, this next entry is something I think a lot of people saw coming, but I want the Battle Frontier to make a comeback. But I want the Battle Frontier to make a comeback alongside Dynamax and Gigantamax, making the Gen 8 gimmick exclusive to the Battle Frontier. Maybe they could tie in some lore. Maybe Rose escaped Galar, he fled to Sinnoh, took over the Battle Frontier, and he has maybe another Eternatus or a part of Eternatus, and that's how Dynamax and Gigantamax are available at the Battle Frontier. Now, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Dynamax and Gigantamax, but I don't think it would work well in Sinnoh, because it's a gimmick that requires the whole region to change around it and revolve around it lore-wise. But with that said, let's move on to the next entry. Now, this is one entry that I've been excited for, because I do want to see Mega Evolution make a comeback. But along with Mega Evolution, I want to see sort of customizable trainer Mega Evolution items, because I really believe that Sinnoh would benefit from character customization and just cosmetic customization on a whole different level. Now think about it. Archie's got his Mega Anchor, Maxie has his Mega, I think they're Mega Glasses, and almost every main character, or every character in the game who has had a Mega Evolved Pokemon has had their own like personal Mega item. Even in the anime, I think it's Sawyer who we see with his camera, but the camera button is a keystone. And, or that might be someone else. I think Sawyer might be the one who writes everything down in his diary, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I want to see Mega Evolution return. I want to see customizable Mega items. And yeah, let's move on to the last entry in this video. Now, last but certainly not least is I want to see new forms for the legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh. We've got Dialga, Palkia, Giratina and the one who is said to be the god of all Pokemon, Arceus. Now, I don't mean like just give them primal forms, and granted, Giratina does have two forms. He's got his origin form, and I'm not quite sure what the other one is called, but yeah. These aren't exactly going to be primals. I want them to be more like maybe origin forms, although that might not work because Giratina's already got one. Maybe like just something to capture the essence of Dialga is the legendary Pokemon of time, Palkia is the legendary Pokemon of space, Giratina rules over the distortion world, and Arceus is just the god of all Pokemon. I really do think they need their own like ultimate forms, basically. Something that makes you go, wow, this is the creation trio and their leader. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like and comment letting me know what you thought. A subscribe would be greatly appreciated, and if you don't enjoy my content in the future, you can always unsubscribe. And yeah, I've started a TikTok. I'll leave the link below. I've started a Twitter. I'll also leave that link below. I haven't posted anything on Twitter, but I have posted a couple of videos on TikTok, so if you want to check that out, please feel free to check out my TikToks. Follow me on Twitter for updates, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing what Pokemon announces within the following week. I've been Trico Tabloid. Goodbye.